In life's journey, some words touch the heart. Those golden words we bring to you.
The one stage of marriage nobody talks about. According to a psychologist, everyone talks about the bliss of the honeymoon phase, the chaos of raising kids, and the comfort of growing old together. But buried quietly between these chapters is a powerful stage of marriage that most couples don't even realize they have entered. A stage that can transform not just the relationship, but the individuals within it. Marriage isn't a straight line. It's a winding, unpredictable path filled with sweet moments, hard seasons, and a lot of learning in between. We often tell the story of a relationship like it's a simple timeline. Fall in love, settle down, face some bumps, and hopefully reach a peaceful old age side by side. But seasoned couples and relationship researchers agree. Real marriages evolve through multiple psychological stages that shape how partners love, fight, forgive, and grow. You may have heard terms like honeymoon, power struggle, stability, or legacy. These phases describe how partners shift and adapt over the years. Yet there's one stage that rarely gets the spotlight. Not because it's unimportant, but because many couples never reach it. Psychologists call it the conscious partnership stage, and it represents one of the highest forms of relational maturity. Let's dive into what this overlooked stage is, what it demands from both partners, and why reaching it can feel like discovering a deeper, calmer, and wiser version of love. The conscious partnership, the most mature phase of love in the early chapters of a relationship. Love burns hot with chemistry, curiosity, and emotion. You're learning each other's habits, quirks, dreams, and fears. Eventually, life becomes more structured: careers, kids' responsibilities, mortgages, routines. The honeymoon spark softens, but the bond deepens. It's usually much later, after a couple has weathered enough storms together, that a profound shift becomes possible. The conscious partnership emerges once partners recognize that their marriage is not just two people coexisting. It's a living, evolving entity that requires awareness, tension, and active nurturing. This is the stage when spouses stop trying to win disagreements or defend their egos. Instead, they begin seeing one another through compassion rather than competition. The perspective changes from "how do I get my needs met?" to "how can we grow as individuals and also grow together?" According to research and communication reports, this stage revolves around the idea of relationship maintenance, the understanding that strong marriages aren't built accidentally. They require consistent effort, emotional responsibility, and conscious choices. In a conscious partnership, couples move beyond surface-level questions like, "Am I happy right now? Are we compatible today?" And they begin asking, "How can we evolve as whole individuals without losing our connection? How do we stay aligned as life reshapes us?" Achieving this stage requires two major emotional shifts. One, moving from dependence to interdependence in earlier stages. Marriages often swing back and forth between two poles. Dependence, needing constant closeness; independence, needing space and autonomy. This tug-of-war can create misunderstandings or conflict. But in a conscious partnership, couples finally find the middle ground. Interdependence. Interdependence means you are connected, but not consumed. You love deeply, but don't lose yourself. You can rely on each other without clinging. You can give each other space without fearing abandonment. Research in the Journal of Family Psychology describes interdependence as a delicate balance of rewards, costs, and mutual need. Stable marriages typically have high satisfaction, low interest in alternatives, high dependence in the healthy sense of the word. In this phase, couples trust that the relationship can handle uncomfortable moments, silence, disagreement, emotional distance without falling apart. They have a grounded understanding of why they stay, how they grow, and what keeps their marriage strong. This level of comfort and security becomes the foundation for emotional freedom, deeper intimacy, and long-term connection. 2. Trading idealism for radical acceptance. One of the biggest emotional upgrades in marriage is moving past idealized expectations. A 2023 study in behavior research and therapy shows that radical acceptance, acknowledging reality without resistance, helps people cope better, reframe challenges, and respond more constructively. Radical acceptance in marriage means letting go of the fantasy of perfect communication, releasing expectations of constant passion, accepting that conflict is not a failure, but a teacher understanding that your partner is human, not a mind reader. This doesn't mean lowering standards or settling. It means embracing a more grounded, resilient version of love. When couples stop comparing their marriage to picture-perfect versions they see on social media or in movies, they create space for real intimacy, the kind that is imperfect but deeply chosen. Even the difficult moments become opportunities for growth rather than signs of doom. Acceptance builds emotional agility, allowing couples to respond with empathy instead of blame. Why many couples never make it to this stage? The conscious partnership is powerful, but it's not guaranteed. Many couples get stuck in earlier phases because old emotional wounds never get resolved. Communication becomes inconsistent or avoids deeper issues. Resentment replaces curiosity. They operate on outdated assumptions about each other. Reaching this stage requires active effort, not autopilot. Couples must continuously practice relationship maintenance, checking in emotionally, naming issues early, staying present, and allowing each other to evolve. Most importantly, conscious partnership demands that both partners allow change in themselves and in each other. You must be willing to see your partner with fresh eyes again and again, even after decades. The marriage stage that feels like coming home, the conscious partnership, is the quiet, steady heartbeat of long-term love. The stage where two people choose each other, not out of habit, dependency, or fantasy, but out of clarity and intention. It doesn't look like the honeymoon, and it doesn't feel like the early rush. It's richer, it's deeper, it's wiser. It's the stage where partners become teammates, mirrors, allies, and students of each other's growth. It's where marriage shifts from something you fall into to something you build with awareness, compassion, and courage. Not every couple reaches this stage, but every couple can. And those who do discover a version of love that feels less like a fairy tale and more like home.
Life is short, but words live long. See you next time with more golden words. Until then, take care and keep smiling.